Hey everyone, Dave here. Welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. In this video, we continue our conversation about faction wars. We have some of them left. I think we covered like what, 5 or 6 so far. And today we're talking about Sacred Order. So, as usual, how's the sequence of the video go? And I'll put time codes always in those longer ones in the video below. Is that we'll go through the index to check all the champs in the faction, which ones can be useful, either for faction war or generically. Then I'll show you my recorded run with my budget team or as close to budget as I can get it. And then I'll show you the gear on the champs. Okay. One important thing that I didn't mention till now in those faction war videos, Plarian keeps tuning the game. So they add more champs, they nerf champs, and sometimes they just boost other champs. They give them a boost, yeah. So the thing is, if you're watching some of these faction war videos, make sure that it's not 2 years old because champs change, gets changed. Make sure that you're watching a recent one. And if we're still creating content, maybe over a year later, I might revisit this or tell you where it changes, but just make sure that it's not too old, whatever you're watching. Now, let's go through Sacred Orders. I think it's one of the factions that got a lot of options, and yeah, there is a lot to do there. So, Rosh card, one of a few 2 turns block damage champs. So if you have him, you make him put this up at the right time and he protects your whole team from damage. Corvus, I don't have him. He's just one of those poison machines, so he can be with damage if you have him. Astralon, I like him so much. He was a fusion back then. Why I like Astralon? Because he can stun the whole team, so he can be your CC for the waves, and he is a strong damage dealer. He also got sort of a weird revive if he kills someone. Let's not talk about this. So Astralon is strong. Holstring is one of like those turn meter beasts. He can keep any bosses or anyone's turn meter down. So also a good option to use. Errol Abyss, strong damage dealers. Gilsia, yeah, she applies freezes. She can be an okay support and she's defense based. Martyr can be good because she's protecting the team. She can provoke, she puts decrease attack, increase defense and counter attack. Is it on the whole team? Yeah. So Martyr is a good option to use. Cupidus, strong damage dealer. Archbishop Penthroy, good support for the team. Beveled, I have my Beveled built. He's good for Hydra, he's HP based, he can apply provokes, and he does hit hard. So the good thing about HP based champs, same go for Cernic. Cernic applies unkillable, so he can protect the team. We're going into Void Legos now. Thing is, HP champs, if they hit hard, you can easily make him tanky while them hitting harder. Same for defense based champs. Now we're going into Venus. Void Legos, yes, if you have one of them, it's good. Venus is a great damage dealer. So, yes, especially if you have Venus and Cupidus, Cupidus will keep counter attacking. You just one faction war there. Cardiel, one of the best champs all over the game. Great passive. Sissia won't be a factor here because this is faction wars, but increase crit rate, increase crit damage, ally attack, protected revive on death. He's just amazing. Yeah. If you have Cardiel, you don't need my advice to use him. Constantine, a hard hitter. Yep, good stuff there. Supreme Easel, just a damage dealer if you ever use her. Let's go through the epics. Again, there are too many epics, 3 rows of epics on this faction. So I'll talk about the ones that I think they are relevant. And if you have any other suggestion, put them in the comments below. Yeah, because I might skip someone. Juliana and Talia are okay damage dealers. You can use them even on 50 if you have them. Uthar is a good damage dealer. Again, can be used as 50, especially for anyone who's depending on like poisons or stuff. If you give him enough accuracy and proper support, you can use them as 50. Who else here? Mordecai. Yeah, my mic is in the way. Mordecai got a bit of turn meter control and he applies HP burns like crazy. He's one of the best HP burners in the game. If you have Mordecai, he can do some damage with the HP burns and help even with the boss. Phoenix, one might be the hardest hitting A1 in the game, combined with Candy and a couple of others. Great debuffs, strong hitter, needs the right protection because he's attack based to his squishy. I have a dedicated video comparing Phoenix to Rotos because of how hard he hits. So if you have Phoenix, yep, great damage dealer, bring him into the team. Deacon, one of the best epics. Speed aura, decreases the enemy's turn meter. Then goes, has an extra turn, applies decreased defense. Leech on an A1. One of the best overall epics. If you have Deacon, he's just into the team. Who else there? Cardinal can be a good reviver. The thing with Cardinal is that how weird her kit is. She's been power crept. She's not used even in arena or anything, but she revives all the other lights and basically gives them an immediate turn. So, if you build your Cardinal tanky enough, even if she's slow, 60, 70k HP, 4k defense, and all of that, everybody falls on the team. That's totally fine. She'll bring them up, they'll take a turn, kill the boss, and that's it. So, can be a weird strategy there. Light Sworn, defense based, can do damage, can put revive on death. He's not talked about much anymore, but you can use him as 50. With that, revive on death can help you stay alive there. Inquisitor Shemal protecting the team from fears. And if you put 3 buffs on him, he can really hard nuke there because he ignores all defense. Godseeker Ranieri, a Lego in an epic skin. If you have Godseeker Ranieri, she's automatically on the team. One of the best support and revivers in the whole game. Love her kit. Love the champ design. I love everything, even that hand that's burned into her face. Amazing. Any rares to talk about here? If you have Templar built for Bommel, because there is a solo strategy for Templar to do Bommel like Crimson Helm, then use him. He'll be tanky enough in regen. Otherwise, he's not worth it. He's not a bad rare, but probably you have better options there. Aethel, if she was your starter and you 60'd her with masteries, yep, you can use her. No one else to talk about. Armiger, of course, the epic in the epic in uncommon skin. One of the things that Plarium might be regretting, giving us a defense-based champ that drops turn meter on his A1 by 30% and an enemy max HP with block revive on a 2-turn cooldown as an A2. Probably back then, he's one of the original champs into the game. They didn't think that, I'm not sure if they put it there as an Easter egg or they didn't think of it that much. This is one of the strongest champs in the game, even at in-game content. I have 2 Armigers maxed, and I've been using them a lot, so yeah. If you have an Armiger, he can keep controlling the boss's turn meter, enemy max HP. He's just great. I don't think, probably I didn't use Armiger, but I should have in my video. But yeah, let's jump into the video, and then at the end, I'll show you the builds of the champs. So this is, I guess this is my original team. I'm just checking, as always, stages 19 and 20 to make sure that, to make sure that there is nothing funny about the waves, those Valks or Thessalias. So let's check here. So the waves are the easy type on this. So I'm going into stage 21, okay? Only thing here, as always I mentioned, if you see Paragon, you tackle him first. You don't want him to be the last one putting unkillable on himself. It would be just a waste of your time. Okay, so did I keep the team like this? I should remove probably, so Aethel HP, because I think that Deacon is too strong. And then, yep, I used Armiger, so that's right. So this team got Seeker Ranieri in her build probably when I recorded this video, she was in Stalwart. Now I regeared her in Regen for Sand Devil, but she had similar stats. She's overtuned, but yes, and Deacon as well, Phoenix as well. I'll tell you the right stats when I show you the builds, because probably my builds are a little bit an overkill for this, but with even my Armiger is built properly. Going into wave 2, wave 1 is damage. You have Man-Eater, as I always say. Focus on Man-Eater. Kill him first so he doesn't put block debuffs and unkillable on the team. Then on Norog, because Norog is so annoying. And he will just keep. But this team is strong. I hope I tried again with a weaker team. I don't remember from the recording. Okay, let's check the boss's skills here. So this is one of the bosses with minions. Fear A1, that's fine. Can sleep. Revive. So this is one of the bosses that revives his minions. So what does that tell us? If you have enough support on the team, completely ignore the minions and just focus on the boss to get him down fast. Did I do this? Or that's one of the things you can use Phoenix and Armiger in. Phoenix got a block revive on his A1. Armiger got a block revive on his A2. So if these minions are annoying you, use Phoenix, you'll be on manual, or Armiger to kill them, and they have block revives, the boss won't be able to bring them up. And we're all good there. I don't think I've done that because the team is strong enough. So, go. I didn't have an issue there. You see here, Aniri, of course, if someone is falling down, Aniri is bringing them up, keeping them healthy. So, I get my 3 stars easy. There is nothing much to talk about here. The leash is helping me heal when I hit the boss. Block damage. So if the boss puts block damage on himself, just make sure that the team is healthy and just A1 till it wears off. Unless you have someone who strips the buffs. So you see here, she only revived one because the other one was dead and I got my 3 star. Did I try with a different team? I should. Okay. That's what I was thinking because with Deacon and everyone, it was a bit... so I removed Deacon. I didn't remove Aniri because she's my only support or reviver there. But I did remove Deacon because he was making things move too fast. And I just replaced them with Mordecai. The HP burns does a lot of damage when they take turns. So yeah. Same trick here. Man-Eater and then Norag. We're doing the same. And with someone like Aniri built properly, you don't have anything to fear. You see here, I'm trying to kill them with the block revive, but Aethel is the one who did it. And of course, as you can see, my Armiger, it's one of the good things for him, isn't relentless. Why is Armiger so good and relentless? Because if you're trying to control the turn meter, whether it's the spider, a boss on Doom Tower, or your faction war boss, putting your Armiger in relentless, if you have a good relentless set, he can just keep dropping the boss's turn meter. What's important for him? Defense, accuracy, and 100% crit rate. That's what you must have in your Armiger because he only drops turn meter on critical hits. So you want 100% crit rate, lots of defense, and accuracy because that's a factor. He can't drop turn meter without accuracy. So that's that. Let's see what I'm doing here. Oh, so I only once started, but I showed you the concept there. Did I repeat it? Okay, I think I just reran it to make sure that I can 3-star it. My Aethel is in life steal because I'm using her in the rare secret rooms. Aethel was my starter, not Gale, because I wasn't watching videos when I started. So we got our 3 stars, all good. Now let's check the builds. So we have them arranged by faction because it's easier. Banner Lords, and then we went as far as Barbarian, so we went too far down. And we have our secret order. Okay. Phoenix, what do you want from Phoenix? My Phoenix, this is an overkill. Well, 4k attack is not an overkill, but the crit damage is. So what do you want from him? 35k HP, 2k defense if you can, 3k attack or more, 100% crit rate, 200 crit damage if you can have it, and around 180 speed. That will make him hit hard. Give him some accuracy if you want him to apply those debuffs. Savage or lethal are good sets for him. If you're using Cardinal, Regen, or Immortal, just make her as tanky as possible. This is leftover gear. You want 70k HP, 4k defense. It doesn't matter, you don't want her to be fast. You just want her there to revive everyone when the time comes. Godseeker and Eerie. What does she need? Tanky and fast. 70k HP, 60k HP, 4k defense, as fast as you can get her. That's all. And that's an overkill. Mordecai, only two things you need on him: speed and accuracy. That's it. You don't need that accuracy. Around 220 is good, and 200 speed is good enough. If you can give him, like, this is too squishy. 2.5k defense and 35k HP is good number there. Cesaria's damage dealer. Deacon. How do you build a Deacon? Fast with accuracy. That's it. Now let's go to my Relentless Armiger. Like you see here, this is leftover gear. So he doesn't even have crit. That's why he wasn't dropping the turn meter. What do you want? Is the second one built properly? He's in random gear. At least this one is built properly. Sorry about that. So what do you want from an Armiger? Fast, accurate, so 200 speed, 200 or over accuracy, 100% crit rate, as much defense as you can stack, because this skill, enemy max HP, if you build enough defense on it, she's going to kill people, or even the A1. But the main use for Armigers, just A1s. Keep controlling that turn meter, the boss will never take a turn. So that's it for Sacred Order, one of the easier ones, as I would say, as I was saying, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.